NewsBiscuit. Real fake news.
Welcome to NewsBiscuit, the UK's original fake news. NewsBiscuit, still paying more tax than King Charles. I'm your host, Wrenfoe, and I'm joined by three people sweating more than Keir Starmer during a by-election. PaulL.
Hello.
Mrs. W.
Is that me?
Yes, traditionally we say yes, but...
But you, I'm Mrs. Wrenfoe. Oh yeah, because Paul's a man. Hello. You can edit that.
No, this is it. This is us live. There's no editing.
Why am I Mrs. W? I've never been Mrs. W.
All right, Mrs.
before.
Renfrew.
Hello.
I was just giving a sense of informality and making our relationship seem breezy. Yeah,
That
was that was a mistake right there. And Dan Sweryt.
Salutations.
There you go.
Lovely.
That wasn't too hard, was it? Dan got the memo. Right. This month sees fans discover World Cup fever is not covered by American medical insurance. Elon Musk becomes first trillionaire and manages to pay off his student loan. And Andy Burnham is expected to become our first Northern Prime Minister since Harold Wilson, unless, of course, you count Roy Chubby Brown. And that brings us to our first round news in brief, where our panelists select their favourite headlines. Dan, what do you have for us?
Met Office issues extreme red warning about making references to the summer of 1976.
Is it boomers who obviously didn't live through the Blitz, but this is the closest they've got to it? They had one hot summer.
Yeah, that was it. That's what they talk about. Yeah.
I think they haven't talked about it because they're all died because of the heat.
Yeah, no, fair point. But either that or they're all frying eggs on their car bonnets. I don't know why that has become the measure of whether it's hot. Like,
have you seen that? Have people been posting footage?
Yeah, absolutely. Social media, yeah.
Still not flip it over without breaking it. I still can't manage to do that. Even
Yeah,
on
no,
that
that's it. You probably need a bit more oil, Dan.
Oh yeah. Well, there's a lot of oil in the car. To be fair,
I think that might be the wrong kind of oil.
Does this mean air fryers are no longer trendy? Everyone's now moved on to
carbonics.
Carbonics, yeah.
I think Bryan Adams missed a chance to do a sequel to Summer of '69, didn't he? Summer of '76 was a lot more popular.
Yeah. Did you know that the Summer of '69 is not about the year 1969? It genuinely blew my mind when I found this out.
It's about sexual position, isn't it?
Is it? I don't know. I didn't find out what it was about. I just found out about it wasn't about the year 1969. I'm not that curious. I didn't then go and find what it was actually about. But yeah, it's not about the year
so that's all you needed to know. The moment you knew it wasn't that year, you were like, that's it, I'm done. That's all the information I needed.
Yeah, basically, yes. Yeah.
Not a curious person at all. No, I think it's to do with sexual. I think it's a sexual reference, isn't it?
Is it? Okay.
No, it's horrible because they're just playing nice guitars. It wouldn't be about nasty
it's
sex
horrible.
stuff.
We're not doing it right.
It's not about the sexual position. It's about the summer of I had 69.
Summer of,
yeah, I think it is.
You hear the rest of that album? The Summer of the Missionary Position, and the summer of
yes.
So when Shakespeare talked about the winter of discontent, what the hell was that?
That is about dogging.
Me and Mrs. Wrenfoe, we do the discontent position a lot. What, you're both unhappy? Yes. No, but it's weird though. It must be sexual position. If it's not the year, if it's not the year wrong.
I know. I just think it's like he just picks some random numbers. I don't know. I never went and found out.
Surely it's because it rhymes with all the other words, and all the other numbers are just not easy to rhyme with.
Is that how songwriting works? You find one phrase, and you go, now everything has to rhyme with it. Yeah. You'd be damned if you get orange as your starting word. And you're like, no.
It's like Sweet Caroline is about Neil. Which Neil was it? Diamond. Which of the Neils is about his wife? It's about his wife, but his wife's not called Caroline. Yeah, but it scans basically, and it has annoyed my wife.
That's him absolutely telling his wife absolute bullshit. Like he's like literally going to his wife. This song's about you. She's going, my name's not Caroline. No, don't worry, it's definitely about you.
No. And if you want to speak to me, speak to my PA, Caroline.
Oh yeah. Dad, sorry, were you saying your wife's called Neil Diamond?
Yeah, it's been an absolute bind.
Brilliant. How do we get onto any of that?
Shall I do the second one?
That brings us to the end of this episode. Thank you. Number 2, please.
USA forced into peace deal with Algae in Lincoln Memorial reflecting pool.
It does look a lovely colour though now. I mean, I
It's
know that
beautiful.
it glows, but apparently it stinks bad.
But it's blue in songs that have been written about it.
Yeah. Is that because blue is easier to rhyme with? Is that why? Yeah, green.
Yeah.
But I initially thought it was just the algae giving it the greenish colour, but the actual sort of the liquid itself is a really fluorescent Ghostbusters green.
Peckham Springwater.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Spurs to be given 3-minute breaks to change manager.
The new season hasn't even started yet. We're already doing jokes about Spurs. This feels a bit presumptuous, but yes, they will do the most Spursy thing they
will do that. 4 managers a game. That'd be great, wouldn't it? I don't know if it'll help. Elon Musk experienced his record 18-second burst of contentment on becoming world's first trillionaire. And once you've got all the money in the world, it's worthless.
Yeah, he's not thought through the long game on this at all, has he?
Yeah, and so he's become a trillionaire, though. He's not directly, is it? Because it's through the value of the shares of his companies. It's not a proper. It's not. I always imagine when someone says they're a billionaire or a trillionaire, I just imagine someone sitting on a big pile of gold, like
Scrooge
Smaug. Oh yes, or Scrooge McDuck. Yeah, but they don't really get to touch it or feel it, do they?
No, they don't have any. They don't have any touchy feelings anyway, do they? So when you get to that level, so next one.
Yes.
It's got dips and troughs this episode. I think.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I'll cut out the dips and the troughs as well. It's nice level.
You can be PM2 in our £1 Omaze draw.
I don't understand that, Dan. Please explain it to me.
Okay. Well, there's the draws where you can win the big houses.
No.
On the TV.
No.
Do you watch the adverts?
No.
No one watches adverts anymore.
No.
Except
I don't watch TV, so I'm probably not your target audience.
So you get it on Facebook. Do you go on Facebook?
Yeah, I go on Facebook.
Yeah, don't you get the Amaze draws? Why am I explaining this? Obviously, the gag does not work. There's a draw every month for a very big house. You pay £10 and you can win a £4 million house in Surrey or in the Lake District.
What? Well, why is it? What did you say? It's called Amaze Balls.
Omaze.
Omaze.
O-M-A-Z-E. It sounds like health food. I don't know why they've.
Yeah, Omaze Balls. Okay, cool. Thank you.
I'm now concerned 50% of this episode is just going to be people explaining stuff to Mrs. Wrenfoe.
Yeah. There's no balls in it, by the way. It's just Omaze. You're putting the balls in yourself.
But you're right, it does need balls in there, doesn't it? If they're going to play on the pun
balls.
As far as I know, it's nothing to do with balls.
Again, they got that far in the meeting.'re going to call this Omaze, and nobody just took 5 seconds later to go balls.
I reckon they started with the name Amaze Balls,
and
it got shortened out, and let's give away a house. That was an afterthought, and then eventually the marketing department took balls off it, and now it's all a bit weird, and no one's ever heard of it except me.
How many of these tickets do you buy a month?
4 million.
Hey, but statistically, he's had a good chance of winning.
I get a lot of money on OnlyFans from taking my shirt off.
And then putting it back on. It's a very niche market.
They pay me £100.
That'd be great, actually. You turn up naked at OnlyFans, and then people throw money at you to slowly
get dressed.
To stop the burning sensation in their eyes. What else is there?
That was all of them.
Oh, thank God.
Remarkably.
Mrs. W will be going to you now. Mrs.
That's
Wrenfoe.
me. No, that's me. No, I've learnt my name now, so I'm all good. Right, okay, hang on a second. Please hold, callers. Okay, thousands flock to Burnham Man Festival in Makerfield?
You've never heard of the north of England, have you?
There's a lot of words in that joke.
Paul, I can explain it to you. I think this is because Burnham Man sounds like Burning Man.
Yes.
Burnham is the man that we were talking about earlier who wants to be Prime Minister. I think that's the joke.
Yeah.
But the important thing as a joke is you delivered the punchline word multiple times pronounced in different ways. So
why is that the punchline? I thought that the Burnham Man bit.
Yeah, the Burnham Man, but it should be at the end technically. But
you're right. You're absolutely right. Dan. They should have flipped it.
Yeah.
Amateur writers here.
Yeah, that's what I like. Is that we just destroyed one of our writers from the site.
Put your punchlines at the end, everybody.
Yeah, come on, be better. Okay. Right,
This is not the spirit of our usual
No.
sessions, but okay, if that's how it's going to go.
I think it's feedback as a gift, isn't it? And I think like people need to understand. Like, I thought, Burn and Man, I could see what they were trying to do there, but then that, should have been later. And I think the Makerfield thing is unnecessary.
You're going to say you didn't think it was a real place, didn't you?
No,
Not every northern city is named after a pudding.
I've been north. I've been north of the Watford Gap. Right, okay.
Enough of our sex life.
If you'd have said Watford Gate, then that would have been funny.
Yes.
Watford Gate.
Yeah.
Why
Watford
was that?
Gape.
Oh, Gape. Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
would be. Yeah, no, sorry. I'm
Just
not
keep
watching.
pronouncing all place names wrong for the rest of the podcast, and that is a running gag that Wrenfoe cannot take out.
Yes, yeah, it'll totally burn him. Iran patiently waits for Trump to claim agreement to close before confirming each time, no, it isn't. I don't really understand that one either. I know that Iran and Trump are having a war. Are they having a war?
Yeah.
No, but I mean that's the point of the gag is that Trump repeatedly claims that he's got the best the best peace deal of all time, and Iran keeps saying we haven't even met him.
Lucky them.
Yes. Yeah. Believing in fake news was the Achilles elbow of the ancient Greeks. And that is funny because usually it would be an Achilles heel, but they said Achilles elbow. So that is why that's funny. Yes, I really like that one. So
we're
well
all
done.
learning and laughing along with you. This is very funny.
Yeah, it's good. Right, okay, I've got two more. Farage, is that right? So Farage.
You've never heard of Nigel Farage?
Is it Farage?
I don't know how to pronounce his name yet, to rhyme with cabbage. Farage. Farage supporters demand hydration breaks during this summer's riots. The hydration breaks are nonsense, aren't they? I mean, it's literally ridiculous. Like, I watch my daughter play football every week, and there's none of this nonsense. Actually, no, I say that. No,
children collapsing on the pitch.
Exactly.
Play on.
Yeah.
Stop whining.
They
can't cry because they've got no fluid in their bodies.
Exactly.
But they're just advert breaks, though.
Yes,
aren't
they are completely just advert. Let's call a spade a spade. Let's just give the players like cans of Coke to parade around with to advertise, or tabards with brands
that would
on.
be brilliant if they actually had to do the advert themselves in the breaks.
Yeah.
That would really add to the humiliation. Here's Harry Kane with a George Foreman grill.
No, I'd want to see which team would get to the is it the Pepto-Bismol one where they'll have to sing the diarrhea song? I would absolutely love to see Messi.
Gary Lineker's retired.
Yeah, good point. Whip round organised as Elon Musk no longer trillionaire.
That moved on fast, didn't it? He was a trillionaire a second ago, and now he's not.
Yeah, but the shares dropped, didn't they?
I don't think it's a real thing. I think it's like it's like the Mandela effect. Also, who is gonna check that? Who's going to count a trillion shares? Like literally nobody. Nobody's going to sit there and count a trillion shares.
How far into counting a trillion do you give up? And you start rounding up to nearest billion as you're going along. How far?
Well, if you manage one number a second, it's 31,000 years.
That's great knowledge, Dan.
Yeah, because everybody's compared trillions to things recently.
So if I start counting now, you're saying I'm not going to get there by the end of the week.
I like that both of you two think there's some sort of auditing office where people just count stuff one by one, like the world's official audit office, and all it is people going 1, 2, 3. Steve, shut up! I've lost my thread.
I'm a big fan of non-calculator maths exams, and I'm bringing it back in real life.
That's everything I've done.
I'm actually
just going to do my own hydration break, and so sorry, Paul, I'm coming back. I've run out of water. 2 seconds.
For goodness sake, we don't do this normally.
We have to have an advert now.
Why don't you try this lovely empty glass of Wrenfoe syrup?
Yes. Please buy it for $1 trillion so we can claim
buy it now, and you too will be able to count one by one to any number.
Last time I was on the podcast, you disappeared, Wrenfoe.
I did. But that was
Wrenfoe.
Oh no, but that was very exciting last time because she's just come back with a glass of water. Last time I came back with a bin.
Very impressive.
A huge recycling big green bin. Like not a lot of people do that.
How is the bin working out?
It's great actually because our binmen, they weren't able to do a round the other week, so everyone's rubbish was piling up outside, and people were panicking and setting fire to children, all sorts. And then we had this extra bin, and we were just like, ha, we're ready for the end of days. Right, sorry, Paul, we're on to you now.
No need to.
Half an hour in, just saying.
We've had 5 new headlines on NewsBiscuit inside this that Paul can just read off.
Paul, if you can, don't pause for laughter at the end of each one. Just run them into each other.
I was much more confident reading this first one before Mrs. Wrenfoe had a bit of a diatribe. So first one, make a field great again. Is that right?
No, Maccafield's great again.
I would assume Macclesfield, actually, in terms of pronouncing it, but I don't know. Can't be Macclesfield.
It's Macclesfield on the news. But I realise that no one here watches the news.
Going to see my gran in Macclesfield. That sounds right.
We're sure not Macclesfield, because it could get really confusing.
That's a different
That's
place.
A genuine place,
Maybe Makerfield isn't a real place. Maybe it's been.
I mean, nobody had heard of it before last week. Not even people that live there, to be perfect.
Well, to be honest, we are now getting a scenario where we are going to get a new Prime Minister who only 3 weeks ago wasn't even an MP.
No.
Yeah. There doesn't seem to be any kind of due process and things. Everything just happens.
The last 6 were MPs, and that didn't work out right well, did it?
No.
So...
Yeah, we should go for making amazeballs happen.
Yeah. Try blindfold darts. You don't know what you're missing. Peter Murrell to be imprisoned in his motorhome.
Under motorhome arrest would be.
Oh yeah, that's good.
I can see how you wouldn't notice a camper van quite easily if you weren't looking for it.
Oh, we've got one down the end of the road, haven't we? Someone's abandoned one.
Yes.
And it was great. On the windscreen, they'd written you can have it for £2,000 or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And
P. Morell.
And they've crossed through it and they just said, I'll just take it. And then there's a police notice slapped on it going, we are aware. But I do walk past it, and even though it looks a bit of a wreck, there is this fantasy bit in my brain goes, yeah, but I could do it up and things, or I could turn it into a chip van or something. It'd be amazing.
Are you telling me that you are basically Nicola Sturgeon's husband?
I know. I'm telling you that we bought it. I'm just saying.
Okay, cool.
It's ours. Your wife never noticed. That's the irony there. But he bought 3 hairdryers, 3 top of the range hairdryers, and the guy has got no hair.
For someone other than himself. You're showing
for Sweet Caroline, as he wrote in his song, which he said was for Nicola.
Well, drinking that green water from the thing. What are you drinking? Sorry to interrupt you, Dan.
Yes,
what the hell is that?
It does look like you've got the algae.
And now we'll have a 3-minute hydration break. Go on, Paul.
It was cheap. It was budget. He saw it online and he bought loads of it.
Excuse me, that's fizzy water.
No, it isn't, Paul.
I bet it has got a fizz to it. That's the one thing I guarantee. When I look at that green swamp, I'm going, but that's fizzy.
Fizzy water with a slice of lime in it.
Is that how they pitched it to you?
Sky News helicopter cheaper than train fare. To save on his train fare, Andy Burnham could have got the helicopter because he got changed in the toilets, didn't he? When he got on, he had a t-shirt on.
Who gets changed in a train toilet? That's.
I've got changed in loads of train toilets. Needs must.
What happens to you during the course of a train journey that you've got to change your clothes?
No, back when I was
How
younger.
drunk were you?
No one wants to see the act of the shirt being removed.
Just remember to lock it. I saw someone going in the other day, and I was.
Oh yes, and you were just perched there, were you, Paul? As always. Pressing
I was in my usual.
My camera, my SD card was full, so I couldn't take any more pictures.
I was in my usual seat, and and he went in there, and I realised he hadn't locked it, so I was waiting, going, "This surely someone's going to go and surprise him." And but no one did, and he was very lucky. He came out none the wiser to how he'd risked everything.
And that ruined your fun, didn't it, Paul?
Did you not think? Did you not think about going to tell him? Knock on the door.
But I'd have to open the door to tell him.
Or you could have just shouted through the door like a normal person. Is this how you usually do it? If someone's on the toilet, you just walk in. I mean,
hold on, like a normal person. What normal person is shouting through toilet doors? I can see you.
I could open this now. I could open this.
Yeah, he might just think it's his conscience speaking to him.
What are you doing?
Yeah, not that. Not on a train. Paul went in afterwards and dipped his glass in to get a refreshing drink.
Every time I see it, it looks worse, Paul. It's horrendous.
You're the worst person ever, Paul.
On a Saturday, usually midday when someone tells me that. So this is a record.
Our next round, finally, is True Biscuit, where our panel has to guess which is a real headline and which is a fake one. Dan, we're going to start with you.
The dictionary sues OpenAI.
See, we were worried about the AI becoming sentient, but you suggesting that the dictionary has now become sentient.
No, the people at the
Because
dictionary.
it's not the actual book. I assume
No.
Oh,
It's the people. You know.
You did not say that. You said the dictionary.
Well, the dictionary, as in the people. When you ask Susie Dent, what does the dictionary say? The book doesn't speak to her, does it?
But she does a funny voice to pretend she's the
Does she?
dictionary.
Does she?
Hello,
I've not watched
I'm the
Countdown
dictionary.
for a while. The people at Merriam-Webster have filed a lawsuit against OpenAI for stealing their copyright.
Oh.
And so the dictionary feels they've got copyright on what?
Language and
Words.
words. Yeah, words.
Because I do have to pay monthly to the dictionary when I'm using words. This is
Hey, you got the deal, though, didn't you? You got the.
Yeah. Fortunately, Paul only uses 6 to 7 words.
That's all right. Yeah,
Unique words.
He does
every
it per
month
word.
Anyway. Yeah.
Per word.
So he's all right.
You know, train, toilet, and glass.
yeah. You need.
So yeah, the dictionary, and also, hold on, does the Oxford Dictionary then claim that they themselves have ownership over all the words and all the other dictionaries?
Yeah, because it always confuses me. Like, why are there lots of dictionaries? Surely that's like lots of different people writing the same book and claiming it was theirs. Like, because it's going to have the same words in, right? Because it is still. Yeah. I mean, so I don't understand the lots.
I mean,
that's
basically a Blackadder episode.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh. Me, I'm ahead of my time. Oh no, behind my time. One of those things.
Yeah. 80s, I think. But
yeah. Okay.
Right. Okay. Well, I mean, this could be true. This could be false.
I mean, that's kind of the game, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think we need to deal with this quickly, don't we?
So Paul,
it could be true because it's not funny, but could be. Could be a news biscuit.
Is that how you measure truth these days?
Yes.
If it's funny, it's a lie. If it's sad, it's true.
Yeah, sad but true. You've heard the song.
But that's not about sad or true. That was actually about Jack and Jill. But Sad and Sue scanned better.
No, I think it's stupid. I don't like it, and I think it's stupid. And there's too much words. There's too much litigious nonsense in this world. So, no, it's stupid. It's just stupid. No, it's totally wrong. It's not a thing.
Actually,
I genuinely thought this was funny when I read it. I thought this was the best one to do on this.
I wouldn't say it's not funny. It had something like when you gave us all their numbers about something, and my mind went blank, and then you said this one, my mind went blank. So.
Oh right, it's too academic. It's too academic. But I said something about like woodwork or a plumber.
I don't know, if you put a bear in it, Dan. You put a bear in a thing.
I mentioned the bear this time, have I? That's it.
The trouble is I was expecting some bear chat, and then you came out with this.
Sorry, that's it. Yeah.
Sorry. Is this a sex thing? Is this like those men that do the bear sex thing? Because this is really weird. I haven't been on a podcast with you guys for a while. I don't know what the bear thing is.
No, Dan,
sorry. I've said it wrong. I meant to say cocaine bear sues OpenAI.
There we go.
Do you want to know if it's true or false?
Yeah, well, we might as well, because otherwise this whole thing was for nothing, for naught.
It's true.
Yeah.
No,
it is true. It is true. Yes.
But let's be true on this. The dictionary didn't invent those words in the first place. The fact that, if anything, we should be suing the dictionary for stealing our words and stick them into a book.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Sorry, I just realised the bar room open. 2 seconds.
Or Urban Dictionary. Urban Dictionary would have been a good one.
Where's she gone?
She had to open the bathroom door, is what I heard. But that can't be right.
What? I'm in the same house as her. So
yes.
I know.
Why are you asking me and Dan?
There's like a weird sick
that you had to leave.
No, sorry. I realised that I'd left the bathroom door open, which was fine, but I'd left the toilet lid open, and I didn't want kittens falling down toilets.
Okay.
That is a good name for an autobiography, isn't it? Kittens falling down toilets.
It's a great name for an autobiography.
Yeah. I get the feeling that there's a sitcom going on here, and me and Paul are not a party to any of what the sitcom is happening behind.
You're definitely part of the sitcom. You guys are definitely. You can't get out of it that easily.
I just don't think I'm in the same house as her.
You in the camper van?
Yeah.
made it look like my room now.
It's one of those fake backgrounds.
Paul, believe it or not, it's you.
Fur-bearing trout well prepared for winter.
No, sorry, what?
What? What?
So this is
Furry Trout.
yeah.
Is this a sex thing?
Yes.
I don't want to hear about your
when
furry
Paul
trout.
burst into that toilet on the Centre Training Chance, look at my furry trout.
So this is the trout that is so well prepared for winter, it grows a thick, luxurious coat of fur. And so it says the science behind this is they involved fur to survive freezing waters, shedding their coats in warmer months. The article says there's a local legend where 2 bottles of hair tonic accidentally spilled into the river, triggering an unexpected follicle phenomenon, fuzzy trout. And anglers had to lure them out with like the promise of a free shave.
Can we call this as nonsense now? Because I don't need to hear anymore. So this is absolutely like what?
No, but
Furry trout.
I thought you were going to say they evolved out the water, killed a bear, skinned it, and put it on. But that actually is more believable than what you carried on with.
That is more plausible.
Right, so hold on. So the argument being, if you're wearing fur underwater, somehow you're protected from the cold. Now, if I was wearing a furry coat and I fell into a pool, I feel I would still be as cold as I would have been had I not had the furry coat. I don't see how the furry coat...
If not colder.
Yes.
But
and I'd be sinking, wouldn't I, as well?
Yeah.
All the hair would be like...
You're not a trout.
Well spotted, Paul.
Nice.
Well spotted.
That's the flaw in your argument.
Yeah, and I feel bad now having worn the man-sized trout outfit. But you just saw through it instantly.
So there was a man in 1929 who claimed to catch one, and then it said when it was caught, the sudden temperature difference between the cold water and warm air caused the trout to spontaneously explode, leaving behind a ready-to-cook fish and a perfectly intact pelt.
This is the most stupid thing I've ever heard. Like,
we're in Paul's fever dream here.
Apparently, it's like
it exploded like a fish out of water.
And it was cooked fish, and then there was a coat as well.
Yeah, it's become like a
It was amazing. It landed on a bed of lentils and mashed potato.
Now, if you'd made up a story to your mates about catching a fish and the fish came out and it exploded and then it was instantly cooked, you'd go, that's implausible enough as it is. But you're going, no, I'm gilding this lily with a fur coat. You're like, what? You showing fur coat to me?
No one mentioned fur coat. Perfectly intact pelt is the correct.
It's not the correct way of saying it.
Sorry, the dictionaries. I've run out of words.
You moved.
I've used your allowance. I don't want to pay the next level up to Colin's gem.
It's always like just a minute for me. I can't have any repetitions.
Absolute nonsense. It's one of the most stupid things I've ever heard in my life. If it's true, then why are they doing all this nonsense about covering the World Cup and Trump and like British politics? All the news stories should be focused on this because this is like groundbreaking, and they should be really worried about what that algae in that American pond is going to throw up if we're getting this in. It's nonsense.
Well, green coats, obviously, they're going to get
green coats.
Yeah.
Normally, I go the opposite to the other person so that the items has some sort of integrity. But this sounds like nonsense.
See, you're concerned now that it's going to crop up in a job interview later on. You said this was true, and it'll be against you. This guy believes in furry trout.
I'll get cancelled.
Well, this is true.
No, it isn't. Not everything you read on the internet is true, Paul. No, it isn't.
With a caveat that it's like a legend that people say, and it's people do claim they exist.
And what about the story with the guy with the exploding fish, though?
He says it's true. He says it happened.
Not everything you read on the internet is true, Paul.
Well, no, this wasn't on the internet. This was in Montana Wildlife magazine.
Oh, well, yeah.
That's a legit source.
That's respectable. Mrs. Wrenfoe, what have you got?
Cats are overrepresented in British adverts, claims the Daily Mail. I was going to say the study by the Daily Mail, but I think that is very generous to the Daily Mail's
Are we
reporting.
saying they're overrepresented in relation to humans or other animals?
Other animals, because effectively the story goes that there's, I think, only about 30% of households have cats, but they are disproportionately represented in adverts versus dogs and other animals.
And the Daily Mail, of course, get really angry about.
Well, this is
proportionality, don't they?
Yeah, this is DEI gone mad, isn't it?
Yes. Well,
Cat representation.
There's also a comment in there about how obviously cats are not indigenous to the UK. Which, as an aside, our daughter was playing Egyptian music to our kitten the other night to remind him where he originated from, and apparently every time she played it, he went nuts.
Well, what is a cat but a fur-bearing trout? So
that's it. The natural evolution.
I think they call it the land trout, don't they?
There's got to be some vodka in that green drink of Paul's for fur-bearing trout nonsense.
There is an advert on the ITV that I see, and it has like a car covered in kittens.
Did you just call it the ITV? That's very formal.
We call it the BBC, so the ITV. The Channel 4.
Very upmarket in Paul's house.
Yeah, exactly.
And some of them, apparently, they like Felix, and a lot of them don't like Felix. So.
Do you know that? Have you spoken to them?
Well, we had a cat, and it refused to eat Felix cat.
So your study's based on a
100% cats. I asked, not like this kitty cat 8 out of 10 nonsense.
I mean, I'd say our 4 land trouts.
Yeah,
they'll eat anything.
They hear you talking like that, they'll go, "We've been discovered." They've figured it out. Jump in the little pool.
Back into the bath. I'm going to say that's true. There is a lot of cats.
There is a lot of cats, and you'd know what the collective term for a lot of cats would be if you paid that extra for the dictionary.
I believe it's a shawl.
Yes.
Shawl of cats. To be fair, Mrs. Wrenfoe did close the toilet to stop the kitten getting in.
Yes, exactly.
And in fairness,
its natural state.
Somehow, deep down, we know this. We know this to be true.
And if they get startled, they all move together, don't they?
Yeah.
And you try herding fish.
Yeah, exactly. Or shooting cats in a barrel.
Shooting cats in a barrel. It's the worst image.
Well, that's what my dad did.
False then, in the interest of balance.
The story is nonsense. Of course it's nonsense.
Finally, we reached the magic 8 ball.
The magic 8 ball!
Each of our guests is going to give us their predictions for next month's news.
England lose on penalties.
Yeah, fact.
Oh, yeah.
Heston Blumenthal to announce new dish on the menu: Furry Trout.
After sweltering summer weather, Met Office say autumn to be the most extreme autumn going. Something like that.
Or something like that. That's the best
my
bit.
days.
It's too hot and I've run out of words and I'm not going to pay anymore.
Right, there was a punchline, but we ran out of cash.
Just insert your own one.
Right, okay. And that brings us to the end of this episode, and I can reveal, due to the heat closing of schools, this month's winner is Mr. Whippy. And I'd like to thank Mrs. Wrenfoe.
I'm sorry, thank Mrs. Wrenfoe. Thank you for having me.
Did you just thank yourself? What the fuck?
I've just given you an easy edit.
Let's all double down on this.
I think this is anything but an easy edit.
And Paul.
Thank you, PaulL.
And Dad Sweryt.
See you later.
And I leave you with these headlines. Strait of Hormuz is a open and shut case. Farage calls off protest after attacker found to be white. And World Cup hydration breaks as Scotland fans stop drinking for 3 minutes.
You've been listening to NewsBiscuit. NewsBiscuit is not only free for all readers, but we also accept submissions from any budding satirists, young or old. Visit newsbiscuit.com to submit headline stories and to support new writers.
NewsBiscuit. Real fake news.
And put some trousers on.
Oh yeah, I'm in my boxers. Can I just say, I'm absolutely in my boxers. You know, we joke about all the episodes and I go, I'm naked from the waist down. Absolutely today.
Absolutely. Yeah.
It's what the people want.
Yeah.
No, but these are good boxers. They cover all your bits. They're not like...
I put them on this morning. Put the good boxers on this morning.
No, we discovered different qualities of boxers, and it turns out that if you get low quality boxers, they don't actually bother to cover your penis at all. It's like a little-
Yeah, the flap is really a flappy opy thing, but in really good quality boxes, there's like an extra bit.
Button.
Like a hammock.
No, not a button. It actually there's more material that goes further behind the flap, so you can't pop out by accident.
Like a hammock. Yeah.
If you like.
Yeah.
A top hammock.
Okay.
Well, you just got a hammock.
Anyway.
Just tie it around.
Yeah, so enough of my banana hammock.